Hey there. I was called to do a spread today, a special spread. I got inspired in my sleep last night, and my guides are kind of excited to try this out. Have me try this out. So, it's going to be like a storytelling thing. So, first off, keep an open mind, and I'm going to try to describe the collective that I'm tapping into. When I'm going to, the first few, in other words, like the first few minutes of this reading, you should get a feel for if this is about you or not, so that if it's not resonating, you can maybe look at a different video to see if another one does. But try to see if this resonates for you or for the person that you're inquiring about or that you're curious about. I'm just getting over a cold, sorry. Alright. So this is about you if... Alright. This is about you if you're trying to be strong right now and you're trying to believe in the whole twin flame thing and you really want it to go forward. But there's a part of you that's feeling like a little let down and a little like intuitively maybe questioning yourself and doubtful. A part of you's invested a lot in this journey and feels like you haven't had that success and victory you were hoping for. So you're just making the best of the situation while you wait. And you're doing your best to feel strong. You've been waiting for an offer to come that just hasn't been here. I'm not sure if you can see that card very well. But, it's like, he's almost like, keep this a secret between you and I. It's like he's talking to the fairies, maybe to God, maybe to whoever he talks to on the other side. He's like, shh, don't tell them I'm coming. So he's gone through a lot of transformation, and he's come to some conclusions. He's just not quite sure how you're going to take it. He's getting his sword ready to speak with you, and he's going to do so in the most gentle way possible. But something has hit his heart, it feels like. Something is really clear to him now, and he feels good about, or resolved, I guess, to talk to you about this issue now. He's feeling like he's been looking for happiness in all the wrong places. Look at that guy. And here you've been all along, waiting for him, all snug in the bed, with everything he's ever wanted in his life, right in front of him, while he's been looking for other things. I'm just noticing the animals in the background of this. I don't know, I think the animals in this case represent abundance. Because if you're able to feed livestock, you got money. And it just kind of looks like, there's so many different things to this, because they kind of look poor too, but maybe it's being poor but not caring because you're so abundant. It kind of looks like that blanket is velvet, too. So it's just kind of like enjoying the life that you have just as it is. So he's kind of realized that it doesn't matter what's out there, you know, and how shiny something is and how beautiful something is or whatever. He's learning to look beyond the superficial stuff now and to see what really truly warms his heart. And he's feeling like maybe if he were to do so, he could finally get lucky. And by lucky, I mean that he feels like his luck could turn around for the better. He feels almost like he's been cursed in love. But now all of a sudden he's turning his attention to the right things, and he's feeling some revelations about how he feels about you and how you could actually be like an answer to his prayers. Yeah, he wants stability with you. He feels like he could have that. He wants to take this to another level, and he feels like he can really... I feel like this is like a sense of community, a sense of belonging, a sense of family. Once he makes a commitment to you, once he expresses his feelings and has made himself known and made his intentions known. I mean, I don't feel like, since it was just a page of coins, I don't feel like it was like a grand gesture, but it's like he's made an effort toward telling you how he feels about you. And this is what he's got in the back of his mind, is that he wants that home, that feeling of belonging, that feeling of community with you. He's wanting to like purify his life. He's wanting to detox all the negativity and all the drama in his life and really embrace a sense of community and a sense of peace. He's never really had a lot of peace in his life, to where it's like he's always been striving, so he wants to like settle down. I feel like this is him wanting to settle down in his own little castle in his own little way. That's really sweet. So he's also finding the strength, just like you. He's finding the strength to believe that this is possible. He's a little skeptical sometimes, but he's trying to tame his own wild beast inside and go forward. And I feel like he's, at this time, like, is consulting with the other side. You know, he's tapping into his intuition, transforming, seeking his ultimate truth. The cool thing about the Queen of Swords, I feel like, in this instance, is he's learning how to talk to... He's figuring out how to talk with tact, compassion. He's considering your feelings and how this might feel to you to be approached in this way that he's thinking. He knows that you are his ultimate fulfillment and the answer to his prayers. It's like no longer does he... I feel like that bird has stolen before. That bird has been somewhat of a thief and a manipulator. But now he's like, well, let's just feed the bird. Let's just go ahead and give the bird what it wants. And that dog. Something about that dog. Oh, yeah, well, he's like, yeah, that's him, because he's like being loyal, and he's allowing this bird to eat out of a pan. You know, maybe if I give the bird what it wants, it won't need to manipulate and steal. It can just be right there at her feet. She's offering it, you know, she's made that happen, and she's brought me... Maybe even in a lot of cases, like, he wants a baby, he wants children, he wants, if not a baby, then a new beginning. You know, he wants somebody to listen to him. It's like she looks a little concerned. So it's like she really cares about him. He knows you really care about him and that you'll listen and that you're mature enough to just sit there like that and hear him out and be like, yeah. And then you guys could discuss your dreams and your ambitions together and figure out how to fill all those 9 cups. He knows that he can do that with you. But only it's like, notice that the dog's white too, so that's purity. So he's learning to be open with you, and he's going to learn. He's trying to learn with other people so that he doesn't make mistakes with you. He's trying to make mistakes with other people so he can come to you and be this like white dog that's able to come from a place of purity of intention and purity of heart. And notice the aura, the halo around them. He looks up to them spiritually, to the new beginning that's drawing him in, and to her spirituality, her intuition, her compassion, her love. He's willing to see it now. It's like he sees the halo. I mean, he saw it all along, but it was like too bright for him to see. So now it's kind of dimmed down to just be like right around her head. And he's willing to take a look at it. A part of him still might be a little bit in darkness. It might be like not quite sure whether to believe this or not because of the darkness in the card. But you're his ray of hope. You're like his lighthouse in the fog. And he is faithful and committed to this endeavor, and he realizes that it is divinely guided. And he wants to tell you that. Gently, I just got gently. He knows you're the Queen of Cups. He knows that you are compassionate and loving and intuitive, and that you counsel others. And like I said, he just really sees you as a very caring, loving, good listener. This is the friend that you can sit with and kind of gaze out the window and share your deepest thoughts. And he knows that. And she has that. It's like she's got it looks like almost like a dagger. Like she could hurt you with that thing, but he knows that she won't. He knows that with that halo around her head that she has pure intentions, that she's a godly woman, that she's a good-hearted woman of abundance. She's got everything she needs. Look at that. It's like, does she look like she's in need of anything? She's got a crown on her head, and she's like dressed in gold. There's not a thing she needs. But it's like with that dagger in her hand, look how loosely she's holding it. It's like he knows that she might be mad about some things that have happened, or at least been really hurt. But he also knows that if he comes gently, and if he comes with his truth, she's not going to hurt him. She's just kind of playing with that. It might even be oral fixation at this point. I just got that. That's so funny. She's just like, I gotta fiddle around with something here while we talk, because it's been a long time since I've done anything with anybody. That is so funny. So it's not a weapon at all. Oh my gosh, it cracks me up, some of the things I get. Right. So, basically, Cupid's been looking out for them. Everybody from the other side. Wisdom's been looking out for them. All these animal spirit guides. Even a bunch of people in their lives have been rallying for them. People they've told about this sweet connection they have with someone and how awesome it is. And like, there are people look in the background. It's like there are people on the edge of their seats wanting to see this happen for them. And she feels like she's pretty confident it will. So this looks like this is what's happening in the future. She's like, I told you guys it would happen. I told you. And she's being supported by the universe, and it's like anything is possible. But she had to see that it almost looks like you're peeking into another world or something. It's like she had to bring something to absolute completion. So maybe she gave up on the whole thing and didn't care anymore, because that look on her face is like, I don't care. But at the same time, it caused like anything is possible. And she's in a church with all these people, you know. Look, there's some of the people, one of the ladies looks like she's kind of holding her heart. So it's like people want to believe, they want to have faith. And now that they've seen that she's had success, they can too. The Hanged Man. So it just took a change in perspective on her part and on his part. They needed to see things in a different way. They had to look at things upside down in order to see things right. I still don't think he feels worthy enough yet, because I don't see a halo around his head. But he's definitely feeling like hints of hope, hints of faith. And he's feeling like he can get vulnerable finally. Like he's like, maybe I can share my heart with someone again. Maybe. I've been out in the desert in a long time. Maybe it's time to try something different, to try communicating, to try making an effort, and quit being so scared. He knows that you guys could be very abundant, satisfied. He knows that you guys, will be blessed financially and stable if he chooses this option. Something else about her. She's really stable and grounded and mature. Feels like there's a message. Oh, Ace of Coins at the bottom. So that's a new tangible beginning. This is like, look at how heavy that coin looks. There's something heavy underneath all of this. It's like, so far it's been kept at a certain superficial level. There's been some protection, It's like this person's hidden in a place it's really hard to get to. And she has wings, but doesn't even... It's like, I don't even know if she knows that she's got wings. But she's going to be offering or getting an offer that's like pretty substantial. And she's treating it with a lot of respect, it feels like. So this is like the theme of the whole thing, basically, is that she's... What are those? I think that's a kind of flower, like down here in the corner. I think that's a type of flower. Anyway, she's learning to nurture her garden. She's wanting to go forward and nurture and be like nurtured by the universe and given abundance now. And maybe she'll acknowledge those wings. So, yeah, that was under the deck. Okay, so I feel like she is wanting to say something through these cards here. Oh, there it is. Oh, this one doesn't want to go back in, so we'll use that one too. So, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Can you see her saying that? Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what you feel is right. So she's like, listen to your intuition. Do something about this thing you feel. Ha 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 ha. I was picking up on that sexual energy. That's funny. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. For there you will find true bliss. You know, it's when you really truly learn to live in the moment, you do come to a place of being able to see things really clearly. You make peace with things, even if like your wishes don't look like they're being fulfilled. You still feel a sense of community and security and stability, and you feel like luck will be on your side, and that anything is possible if you just change your perspective and stay in the moment and stay out of the past and stay out of the future and just stay really grounded right here, right now. And you'll have that sexual union and you'll know what's right for you. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see what Isis says. This is a serpentine. Isn't that pretty? It's got incredible energy. All right, Isis. Give us some guidance for those this is resonating for. I'm not looking. All right. Divine Sisterhood. Letting the Divine Feminine nourish you now into new relationships, collaborations, community, and friendships is very wise. There are many souls with whom you have spiritual contracts decided upon before you were born, who wish to help you and whom you can help too, as you grow together in peace and light and wisdom. That's funny. Don't you love it when they do that? Alright, so get some guidance from this as well. Give it to God. Isn't that funny? Because we talked about that one with the church and that they're trying to have faith. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release the situation to God for healing and answers. That's beautiful. I feel like there's another one in here, though. Moonstone, heightened intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness, and it's trustworthy. Oh my God. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. And intuition with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, wow. That's very affirming or confirming, I guess. Okay. Something from here. Face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. I feel like a lot of you have worried about money, either in the past or you're currently worried whether you have enough. And you need to quit worrying about that, because love trumps everything. And face those fears, you know, like there was a while when I procrastinated on looking at my finances, and it really, you know, kept me up at night. But, you know, I got with an accountant and talked everything through with him, and you know, learned to work with money and the energy of money. And, you know, now it's like not even a thing. So you just have to face it. You just have to like get somebody involved that knows what they're doing and get them to help you feel confident, or look for loopholes, or just get creative and be more solutions oriented than problem oriented. And don't let yourself procrastinate on things, you know. Okay. So change your life. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Oh my God, we were just saying that at the beginning. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. This is the Tower card in this particular deck. So you're changing your life. You're finally going to make that little offer that makes things go forward. Or the other person is. It's really beautiful. And you're going to speak your truth. Find the strength to do this. Know that your life is about to turn around for the better. That you bring you stability, commitment, the desires to your heart, a loving, kind woman or man. that everything's turning around for the better now that you've let some things go that didn't serve you anymore. You've changed your perspective on things, and you've got this incredible change happening in your life. So 2 more decks. Almost done. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So I feel like with this one, what it's saying is that you've lived your life for other people before. You've been kind of a people pleaser. And now it's time to free yourself and to do what's truly happy for you, what you feel you really want to do for you. This is also letting go of friendships that kind of suck or haven't really supported you adequately up until now. This is funny because I feel like this reading is geared toward the feminine and the masculine. I wasn't trying to lean either direction, and I think that worked out really well because I think on both parts they've had to free themselves from anything, any entanglement, any codependency, any past relationships that burden them, friendships that aren't there for them, They've had to realize that luck is in their favor, how to speak their truth gently and kindly, how to make an offer and have it reciprocated, and how to get guidance from the other side as to whether even to make an offer, when to be strong, when to give up with that freedom card. All of this pertains to you both. And everyone's getting help from their friends. And that's not a bad thing. Sometimes you don't see things real clearly, and you should be listening to your friends, And even those of us who are intuitive, sometimes it's nice to go to someone else who's completely unbiased. And even to look at it from a little different perspective. I mean, even with tarot cards, you can look at them in so many different ways. And talking to someone else, sometimes you go, oh, I've never seen that card in that light before. So all of us, just like with the, I don't mean to be all religious, but the body of Christ is we're all a part of that body of life. We're all a part of the universe, and we're all contributing in our way, in our own unique way. So going to friends sometimes is why do you think that friend was drawn to you, or you were drawn to that particular friend? Obviously, they're here to help you on your journey. It's not just about, sharing in each other's, lives necessarily, but also offering guidance and assistance and a different perspective. So we need to honor each other in those ways that we're different too. Time to heal old wounds. Time to let go and forgive. Do not allow yourself to be a victim any longer, for in doing so, you only hurt yourself. Forgive and set yourself free. How funny. You are eternally loved. Accept the love being offered and allow it to heal you. Wow. So it just feels like things are about to turn out, and it's because you freed yourself. It's because you opened up your mind, and it's because you've trusted, you've had faith, and deep in your heart you knew the answer. And this may or may not be with, this could be pertaining to a twin flame, a soulmate. So, have an open mind. And it's funny, too, because I've discovered that the twin flame energy can go from one person to another. It's just an energy. And it's life is trying to bring you great blessings when it comes to love. So let it come in whichever form it will. And trust the guidance of your heart, and know that if you really stay in the moment, if you really stay present and you stay out of worry and you try to have that strength and that faith that you need to be, to just know life's going to work out magically in your favor if you do so, all these blessings will come. I just said this is so funny. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. This is just affirming, stay in the moment. That's where your partner is. That's where you're in a vibration to attract them. So don't worry, you guys. I just feel this relief right now, feeling into you. And sometimes it's hard to have faith when you don't really see anything happening. But your faith and your strength are about to be rewarded. You guys are going to have a good, gentle conversation that will transform everything and be the answer to your prayers. It's all coming together. So I want to do a light language blessing on this, on whoever's listening and whoever this has resonated with, to help out with any, to help this go smoothly, and to even especially help at this moment when there's this conversation that happens where you guys kind of get on the same page. Okay? Hang on just a second. Ashi mo kon salatena haika ampon so hai mo shoson kende de balobrona hai mo popon sanai alakentan salapadet ana okom ashe sana okolabetin aletenta unkama asha ontetega. So the feeling that I got when I did the blessing was that your path is an honorable path. There's been nothing that's gone wrong. Have faith in that and know that you've been divinely guided all along. And even if there was a little switcheroo in the person that you ended up being with, it doesn't matter. It was all supposed to happen exactly the way that it did, so that you can love and honor yourself and grow yourself and have a celebration. I feel like there's one more card to pull in the romance deck for some reason. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Oh my God. I'm telling you. This all happened on video. This is all like live here. Oh my God. All right, well, you guys have a beautiful day, and report back to me what happens with this situation. This is so beautiful.